Hi, thanks for coming to my channel. This is Midnight Moon Tarot and I'm Diana. This reading is for the astrological sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or anywhere in your birth chart that Gemini might appear. Also, if you're new to my channel, I'd like to take just a second and invite you to subscribe and click that little bell so that you're sure to be notified whenever I upload new content. Also, in the description box below, you'll find links to my social media, my Patreon, my PayPal, and links to some really cool things on Amazon I think you guys will like. Okay, so this reading is for mid-June 2020, keeping in mind that all tarot readings are timeless. So whether you come across this reading right after I upload, a week, month, or even a year from now, if you feel drawn to watch it, most likely you'll find a message for you within the reading. Also, if you feel like it doesn't completely resonate with you, just keep the parts that do, disregard the rest. Feel free to switch the roles around. And if you know your other planetary placements, like those I mentioned at the beginning of this intro, then feel free to watch your other signs for additional messages. Okay, so let's go ahead and calibrate these cards to the astrological sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, and ask our angels, guides, and ancestors for any love messages for Gemini for mid-June 2020. I had already recorded Gemini, and in the middle of uploading it, it just went poof and disappeared, and that happened with the rest of the readings. So yeah, I'm having to redo all of those readings. I was doing the new thing where you can multi-upload all at one time, and it didn't work for me. Okay, everything just disappeared. Okay, so we are redoing this. Okay, Spirit, what love messages do you have for Gemini for mid-June 2020? I'm going to shuffle one more time. Alright, I'm going to divide these into 3 stacks. 1, 2, 3. Alright, card on the bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. Okay, so this Hierophant is the overall energy for this reading. So as we go through this spread, I'm going to show you how this card is going to relate to the other cards that come up in your reading. So, yeah, let's go ahead and put him here. Now, that Hierophant, they talk about, you know, serious things as far as relationships are concerned. It talks about, of course, marriage, commitment, being super focused on just that one person, almost in a sacred and divine type of way. So we're going to see what's going on with him. Now, I know that the Hierophant did show up in your previous Gemini reading. All right, now for those of you who are new here, I do 4 rows. The first row relates to you, what you may have recently been going through, things you're currently dealing with, opportunities that are coming towards you, as well as people, relationships, that type thing. The second column is the same thing, only it's for your twin flame, your soulmate, your karmic partner, your divine counterpart, beloved, intended. It could be an ex that you feel really, really connected to, that you might want a reconciliation with, that sort of thing. But generally, it's the person that you think about all the time, the one that you're thinking about when you wake up in the morning, and the last person you're thinking about when you go to sleep at night. And that third column is about obstacles and challenges, blockages, things that are keeping you from achieving what it is you're trying to achieve. And you know, those inner fears and anxieties, it's not necessarily things that are actually materialistically going on in your life. Sometimes they can be just what we are you know, the most concerned about. But when you have these fears and things like that, you have to be really careful, because when you focus on those fears and those phobias, sometimes you can make manifest of them that are in your life. And you do have this Magician that's showing up in this card, in this row. And that last fourth row is about your outcome. Now I've just laid out 2 cards in each row. I'm going to do this 2 more times for a grand total of 24 cards in your reading. That way, by the time we get to the end of your reading, we have a pretty good idea about what's going on for June 2020. Now, in your column, we have this 9 of Swords as well as the Justice card. Okay, so you may really and truly have been dealing with a lot of things. Maybe the person that you've been with hasn't been as kind to you as they should, and it's causing you a lot of worry, a lot of upset, a lot of things that are really hurting you, keeping you awake at night, you know, really bothering you. You like to be a pretty strong person. You like to be a happy-go-lucky type person. But, you know, when push comes to shove at the end of the night, when you are alone with your thoughts, these things really weigh heavy on your mind. And it shows me with this Justice card that it's time for you to go ahead and make that decision about, you know, really and truly what it is you want to do. Do you want to keep staying in this situation where you may or may not be being treated the way that you should actually be being treated in a relationship? This kind of theme has been going on a lot for you in your past readings over the last few months, 6 months or so, and it's probably just getting to the point with you that you feel like, you know, you just really can't take anymore. You're just gonna pull the plug on the whole relationship is the feeling that I'm getting from this. Now, when we get to your partner, okay, well, we have this Empress card, okay, and the Empress, you know, you're an air sign, Libra's an air sign. The Empress generally represents Libra, but it can also represent all the things that Libra represents, like aesthetics and sensuality, fertility, that type things. If you're not pregnant and you are not wanting to become pregnant, okay, you should really and truly take precautions. Although, because this is in your partner's column and they may have been treating you in some ways that, you know, has hurt you, I don't know, but there could be a chance that your partner may have someone else pregnant, or if you're a man, your partner may be expecting, okay? Now, it doesn't always mean fertility. It doesn't always mean that a baby's coming, but it is one of the very strong points of the cards, the meanings of the Empress card. It can be just new growth in the relationship and new opportunity that's coming up for your partner. But there's, you know, a couple of different little stories going on there, because, you know, definitely if you're a female and you have a partner who may have been, you know, playing 2 sides of the coin, so to speak, or have other options that are going on, there's a very good chance that maybe that person might be expecting. All right, so in your blockages, your obstacles, challenges, that type thing, what we have here is the Magician, and we have this 3 of Wands, and you have put a lot of work into yourself, your family, all the efforts that you have, you know, given to this person, and you really, 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 more than anything, are trying to just manifest this type of situation into your life, and it just seems like it's just not happening. Like this card here for the 3 of Wands, you can see he's sitting there, he's waiting on his ships to come in, so to speak, and there's none in sight, you know. So this is the time for you to decide if I am not receiving this from my partner, do I want to look elsewhere myself? Do I want to just move on with my life, and maybe, you know, other opportunities are going to come towards me, and I can create the life that I want, rather than being continuously stuck in a relationship where you might be feeling humiliated, or you may be being hurt if your partner is stepping outside of a relationship. Because, you know, it's very, very, really hard if you're in a relationship with a man and he has someone else expecting. Do you stay with him and work through with it, and then you're always going to have to maybe deal with the child from another relationship that happened during your relationship Not that you would be unfair to the child, but you know, it would be a constant reminder and source of hurt for you, and also that your partner had been unfaithful. So you know, this is when that judgment card comes in, and you're really going to have to just make some really strong decisions about, you know, what it is you want to do when it comes to this guy, because he doesn't seem to be the most morally correct type person. Well, we have the Ace of Wands, and we have this Eight of Pentacles, and this tells me that you're still, you know, this is you, Gemini. You just really focus on, you know, making that coin, improving yourself all the time, thinking about what it is that you can do in your life to make situations better. At the same time, you are becoming a little more expressive about your passions and your ideas. This is a good time where, you know, when you are focusing on this, you know, making life better for yourself and making yourself better for life, you may stumble upon what exactly it is that you are here for. You may find your little niche in life, so to speak. You might discover, you know, what it is that you are best at, and you do it better than anybody else. Okay, that kind of thing. All right. So we're going to go to this next little set of cards here, and for you we have both the Five of Cups as well as the Five of Wands, understandable. In your partner's column we have the Knight of Wands as well as the Knight of Swords. All right, now in your obstacles, challenges, fears, anxieties, we have that Four of Cups and the Seven of Wands, and in your outcome we have the Ten of Pentacles as well as the Lovers. Okay, now in this column it looks exactly like what we're seeing here. We're seeing a lot of bickering and fussing and fighting and things that, you know, are unnecessary, name calling. Just, you know, if somebody's hurt you and they repeatedly hurt you and you've been holding it in and keeping your mouth shut about it, there comes a time when it's finally going to get to the point where you're just going to let it go. And, you know, you may say some things and let it be known that, you know, you're not dealing with that situation anymore, and you probably are going to walk away from the relationship. Now, it's always good because these Three Cups here, this relationship was toxic to begin with, so it was best you didn't drink them anyway. But never fear, you do have these Two of Cups that are behind you. There is someone who kind of has their eye on you, and they may really sincerely be focused on you, and there is new love waiting for you. Now, it doesn't mean that you need to jump from one relationship into another, because, you know, normally we would take a period of time to do some healing and self-reflection about what it is that we want. But, you know, mourning over a relationship where you were emotionally abused and feeling as if you know, you were constantly, I keep getting the feeling of humiliation. I keep getting the feeling that this person has humiliated you more oftentimes than it should even exist in any relationship, whether, you know, if it's work or a romantic relationship or a family relationship. This humiliation factor has been going on for a while, and you just, you know, you've had it with it, and you're tired of being defensive about your relationship and trying to justify the reasons that you're sticking around. Now, with your partner, we have that Knight of Wands as well as the Knight of Swords, and this Knight of Swords representing you, since you are the heir in this relationship. You are making it well known that you've made your decision. This is what you're going to do. You're moving forward with your life. And of course your partner, you know, because the type of person that they are, you know, they move about and they do the things that they want to do, and they pursue whatever it is they want to pursue. It's like everybody's in these little containers, okay? And, you know, when they're tired of this they're going to come over here and have some of this, or maybe they'll go to this one over here. And so even though they can separate you know, sex from emotional attachment, or maybe they're just enjoying this person or whoever, or maybe they actually do have another relationship that's going on where this person it seems like this person right here kind of enjoys the fact that they're taking your guy and whatever. So basically you were like coming at them like, you know, this isn't happening anymore. You want that? You made your bed, now go lay in it. Is the feeling that it's got. But don't mistake the fact that you think that that person is out of your life because they, with that Knight of Wands, they don't want to lose. They don't want to be the one that's the tables get turned on. Okay, so they're the type of person that would come back and pursue you and get you back just so that they can humiliate you and leave you again, so they can be the one that's not embarrassed or humiliated at the end of the relationship. Now when we get to your obstacles and challenges, we have the 7 of Wands as well as this 4 of Cups. And yes, 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 I've said it 100 times. You're bored with this. It's enough. Do something else. It's too predictable. You're dissatisfied with it. You're tired of constantly having to defend your reasons for staying in the relationship, and it's just not a good move right now for you to stay there. You have made up your mind about what it is you're going to do. Now, when you decide to move on, and I always say, you know, don't ever just jump right into another relationship, but look here. When it's right, it's right. You know what I'm saying? If somebody actually comes into your life, and this looks like an earth sign, and earth signs are really, really wonderful for any of the air signs. And this person right here is offering you this type of deeply committed, loyal type love that is not toxic. There's going to be differences. There's going to be getting to be used to each other kind of period. But in the end, the two of you both have the same type goals that you're, you know, that you want out of life. You both want to have, you know, financial success. You both want that prosperity, both in love, children, the future, and just being comfortable in general. And you know, the two of you having the same type goals out of life. This new person that's coming into your life is going to be someone that definitely is a marriage type partner. Someone, you know, that you have been hoping that this person that you've been dealing with was that type person, but you're going to find out that this person is more suited for you. This new person is definitely more suited. All right, now your next set of cards, this last set, we have that 10 of Wands and the King of Wands for you. In your partner's column, we have the Page of Cups and Judgment, of course. In your blockages, challenges, obstacles, fears, anxieties, we have the Ace of Swords as well as the 2 of Swords. And in your final outcome, we have the 8 of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Yay, big applause there. Okay, I might pull another card or two at the end just for some more clarifiers, but this is the point where, yeah, you're tired of it. You're going to go out and have fun and pursue your dreams and your goals and that little niche that you were, we were talking about earlier, where you're finding exactly what it is that is going to, you know, bring you the most happiness out of life, and you're going to be able to lay this down, to just put this whole nasty relationship behind you like it was a nightmare, and you're waking up from it. And you know, 10s represents that end of the cycle, and it's time to put it down in order to move forward with your new life. Now, your partner has the Judgment card as well as this Page of Cups, and this is them, most likely a water sign. This could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, and this is the same sign that came up in your last reading. And you know, they don't like that you're moving on. They have this new person that they've been seeing behind your back, and maybe have gotten themselves into a sticky situation, but at the same time, they don't like seeing you move on with your life. And they actually are reaching out to you, and they want to resurrect this relationship. Now, it's going to be your choice. Do you go back and still live with the same things and the same choices that they've made, where they've made a fool of you? Or do you take this new opportunity with this new person and move on with your life? So when we get to your obstacles and challenges, we have the Two of Swords as well as the Ace of Swords. So this looks like, whatever decision it is that you make, you're going to use your mind over your heart. You're going to see things for exactly how they are, and you're going to, whatever you pursue, whatever it is that you decide to do, you're going to be successful for you. You're going to make the right decision for yourself, for your little family, if you have kids. If you're single, it brings better opportunities into your life. All right, when we come to this final set of cards here, we have this Queen of Swords and we have this Eight of Wands. And yes, this is what I was talking about. This new energy is coming into your life, and it's coming in really fast. All right, and this Queen of Swords, this is so you, Gemini. You are at a position and a point in your life where when this little page comes back, and it tells me that, no matter what their age are, they're probably pretty immature about their choices in life, especially if they're in a relationship with you and they're entertaining other people, and they are, maybe even being so irresponsible that they've gotten themselves into a pickle with somebody else. And this is where you are like, nope, keep your distance, stay back, I'm cutting you out of my life. There is absolutely no chance for a reconciliation between us anymore. And yeah, yes, that's pretty much it. All right, I don't really think we need any more clarifiers. It's pretty self-evident. What this reading is about is that you finally have had enough of the treatment that your partner's giving you. They may be having some other options, possibly a new child or a pregnancy from someone else. And now that's not for everybody, okay? Sometimes, like I said, sometimes my readings seem very, very specific. That when I go ahead and get these messages from Spirit, I go ahead and put them out there, because whoever it's for, I'm sure will find this reading. Okay, so yeah, that is your reading for mid-June 2020, and it looks like you do have new love, more stable and responsible love coming into your life, where you will be able to actually blossom and have a successful and happy life without all the humiliation and drama that this person has been bringing into your life. Okay, Gemini, I love you. All right, thank you so much for all of your comments, likes, shares, and subscribes, and all of you who have so very generously donated to my channel. Thank you so very much. I know things are very hard economically for most people at this time, and I really, truly appreciate it so, so much. Okay, guys. All right, I love you. Bye-bye.